So my goal of this video is to kind of, I guess, more than the introduction video that I posted on the crappy webcam that I own for my computer. And I guess it's more or less just to try not to look everywhere else but the camera. A lot of people have a vlog that do the Disney College program, and I actually am kind of interested because, you know, it documents your experience, and it seems like, to me, would be the better opportunity than just to write about my experience down there, which is what I originally planned on doing. And I think that if I do this vlog, I can kind of get ideas and do like other vlogs other than just for Disney World. But I guess this vlog I'll start out talking about why I chose Disney or why Disney chose me, and kind of how I applied in the interview process. Okay, so I found that a lot of people have a vlog for the Disney College program, and I thought, you know, what better opportunity than to record my experiences and kind of, you know, have an easier way to remember how much fun I was having or what bad day I was having, you know, just the different things that was going on while I was down in Florida, than a vlog because it's live and I can actually watch rather than reading a blog where I was just kind of venting and, you know, explaining things. Step number 1, attend college orientation about Disney World. Now, a lot of people will say, well, you don't have to attend this. I highly recommend you do, because if you're not sure about whether or not you really want to do it or not, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, after you're finished, you're like, yes, I want to do this, or no, not for me. Well, for me, I was kind of like, you know, I really want to do this, but I don't know if this is the best timing and is it the best opportunity. So I went to the orientation and I just kind of fell in love, because it brought back so many memories about how much I love Disney, like movies, and, you know, I watch Disney Channel all the time, I watch Disney movies. Like, it was just, I've been so Disney since I was little. And I guess I kind of like not really like lost it, but kind of was like, oh, I'm too good for Disney, I'm older now. But when you think about it, we never really grow out of our childish, you know, old shows. If you watch, a lot of older people watch like SpongeBob and a lot of Nickelodeon shows, but I guess I just kind of went, you know, to reaffirm it. Well, I went, and he's like, you guys can apply now, and I was like, okay. So like literally right after the orientation, I went and applied for Disney Online, and then I think it was like 20 minutes to an hour later, since I have a BlackBerry, I got the email that said I got the web-based interview, and I was really excited. So I went and I took the web-based interview, and then I think it was maybe another few hours or a day, and then I got a phone interview. And well, I got to set up my phone interview, and I was really excited. Funny story about my phone interview. The day I set it up, I was like, okay, game plan. Quiet area, have perfect service, you know, I'm in a comfortable place to sit where I can just talk and like do perfect interview. Well, that day came and I kept looking at my phone for like a straight hour, from 9 in the morning to 10 in the morning, and I didn't receive a phone call. And I was sitting in a place, and you know, my phone showed I had service and everything. I was still getting text messages, and I was like, okay, what's up? You know, I haven't gotten a phone call yet, you know, 30 minutes, I can understand, like, as they said, give it about 30 minutes, so I was like, okay. Well, I walk outside, and I see I have voicemails. Now, my phone never rang, keep that in mind, and it never showed I had voicemails while I was in there. So I went outside. It was 3 voicemails. No, it was 2 voicemails. One was my interviewer, and she said, oh, I'll call you back. And I was like, oh, great. And then it said in 10 minutes. And I was like, at the time, and I was like, okay. And then it showed the time that she called, and I was just like, no. And I heard the next one, and she was like, well, right now we're not going to be interested in you unless you can go within the next 24 hours and reschedule your interview. Well, it wouldn't let me reschedule online, so I called and I got it rescheduled. And of course, it went great. I was having a terrible day that I actually did interview, but my interview went really well. I thought anyways, and I was just like, awesome, yes, this is great, you know, it was the only positive in that day. and I just kind of was like really excited, and I started checking my email every single day. I checked my junk mail and I checked my inbox. I checked every form of it just to see. And I didn't hear back, and this was all in October, keep that in mind, and I didn't hear back from Disney until the first week of December, which is like a month and a half ago now. But as soon as I heard back, like, I was freaking out. Like, I was so excited when I got the email, because at first I thought it was just going to be, you know, we get something in the mail that tells you whether or not you got it, but now that they switched to everything electronically, they don't do that. So I don't know, I guess that was just my experience, and I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to going to Disney World next weekend. So yeah, my check-in date is next weekend. I'm going to try and cram in as many videos as I can to kind of vlog about, like, you know, this video was my introductory and like how I applied and everything, and I guess my next one could be like my packing video, because I've been packing and unpacking for the past 2 weeks. And it's crazy, because I want to bring everything, and I don't need a lot, but I need a lot at the same time. And since I'm flying, I have like weight requirements, luggage requirements, and it's just ridiculous. So I think that'll be my next video once I figure out what I'm packing and everything. So, alright, bye, thank you, subscribe, rate, comment if you have like recommendations for like other videos, or if you have questions. Something else I forgot to mention in my interludes earlier is that I mostly applied to Disney because I'm kind of like at a crossroads where I really don't know what I want to do with my life, and it kind of will give me a shot at like picking what I want to do. Also, the weather here is ridiculous, and I'll show you videos. It's like snows one day, and then the next it's like 55 degrees and rainy and thunderstorms. And you gotta keep in mind, I live in the Northeast. I live in Ohio. So like if it was like in Texas or Florida or something, it'd be perfectly understandable. But here it's like snowing. Now, if I don't mind if it's like in the 30s or 40s one day and then it's raining the next, or it's perfectly sunny the next, but like it legit like gets down into like the teens, like 18 degrees, 0 degrees, and the negatives, and then it'll be like really warm in a few days. So I'll show you guys a video. It's actually pretty funny because I recorded them within a few days of each other. It snowed last week and it was raining today. So that kind of explains my hair, because it's never ever like this. But I'm not really worried about my looks like that. So anyways, I just wanted to throw that in there. Another thing I wanted to throw in there is that as the best roommates in the world, if you have the opportunity to go and find your roommates before you go to Disney World, I highly recommend it. Do not room with somebody that you do not know, because you don't want to like room with somebody that's going to like take your stuff and everything. And plus, like, I gathered my roommates kind of like at the beginning. Well, yeah, kind of like right after I found out that I got accepted in the program. So I had like a month, and I found my roommates, and like I can talk to them and tell them everything. And I have a feeling like when I first meet them and like in person, like we video chat and everything, we talk like all the time, so it's no problem. But if you have the opportunity to go and like find roommates, I highly recommend it. But that's really all I wanted to add, especially with the weather. I'll throw those in at the end of this video. Excuse me, I think it's the winter, the snowing one. I look really ridiculous. Like, I'm all walked up because it was so cold that day, and I was walking, and it was just not a fun day. But alright, thank you for watching.
So many people have a reason why they want to go to Florida, right? Well, what you are looking at is what we call in Ohio snow. I'm thinking this is what we had last night, which I'm pretty sure is lake effect snow, which only affects us great northeastern folks. And everybody has a reason, like I said, why they want to go to Florida. This will be my reasoning. I won't say I hate the snow, but I hate the snow. I hate walking in it. I walk to the bus to catch a bus to go to work and to go to school every day, because I go to the community college downtown. And I end up looking like this, from my head down to my feet. I look kind of ridiculous. I know. So this is just kind of why I am so looking forward to Florida right now. And I'll let you get back to the rest of the video, but I just wanted to add this in as a kind of, maybe you'll understand where I'm coming from. Now, you people who already live down south, like in Georgia and Florida and Texas, who don't get a whole lot of snow like we do here, this really is probably like close to what you get. We get close to like 3 feet some years. It gets pretty bad. So, but okay. Go ahead and watch the rest of the video now. Okay, remember when I showed you all the snow? Well, that was just like 2 days ago. It all melted yesterday. And now we're left with big puddles of rain, and it's like 55 degrees. Then this is Ohio for you. Now, I know the weather changes a lot in Florida and it gets down to like 30 or 40 degrees. But, well, when it snows one day and it pours the next, not exactly a good thing. So, yeah. It's still kind of chilly, but it's actually really warm for a January day. I think today is like the 23rd. So, yeah. For January 23rd, 2012, it is 55 degrees here in Ohio. And you can see no snow. It all melted. And we had a thunderstorm last night. So, but that's it. Just wanted to show you guys how warm it is. And you probably can't hear me very well because it's really windy too. But, yeah.